What's up, everybody? It's Potato Panda TV here today, and as you can see, I got some. This is Commander Legends, and this was supposed to be like a pre-release kit, I guess you want to call it, but it was just the 6 pack, so it didn't really come with any. Oh, sorry, this light's kind of bright, but it didn't really come with anything else besides like the 6 packs and the card, so I don't know if you really, but I guess that's, at least it's something, I guess, but it also came with this foil, Sengir, the Dark Baron, and I'm sorry for all the glare and stuff, but it's a legendary creature, vampire noble with flying. It's a 4/4. Whenever another creature dies, put 2/1/1 counters on this creature. Whenever another player loses the game, you gain life equal to the player's life total as the turn began, and then as a partner. So I guess that means you can partner if you have a commander with a partner ability. You can partner this commander with another commander. I think that's what that means, but yeah, it's kind of surprised that usually with these promo cards, they have like a little date stamped on the card, but it doesn't have that for the pre-release date. But I don't know. I have a flying commander deck, and I'm about to start a vampire commander deck. So this card's could potentially use in 2 different decks. I guess if I'd have to, I'd probably put it in the command or on the vampire deck. But either way, I could use it for either deck. So again, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 packs, and this was $30. So it's a little bit more than what you pay for, I guess, 6 packs of just like a normal release, but these packs have 20 cards in them, so that's at least partially why they're a little bit more expensive. But I guess we'll go ahead and get started and open up the first pack. And I'm not exactly sure how they have like the rares and the commons and uncommons set up, so guess we'll have to see if we can find where like the uncommons and stuff are. Looks like they put all like the rares and stuff in the back, or the uncommons and stuff in the back. Let's see. I got or where did they? Trying to find where they did put the rares. Oh, there's the rare. So I'll put this. So I think a lot of it looks like some of these are, I believe I've seen this card. If it's not this exact same design, I think I've seen this card in another set before. I believe I've gotten this card in another set before, so looks like some of these might be reprints, but but I got a dinosaur deck, so I'll have to check to make sure. Put this one aside for pop. Put some of the stuff up there that I could potentially use for other decks, but I know I've seen this card in another deck before, so or in another set, so I know they have some of these cards are going to be reprints, but I don't know, I'm not really going to go through all these cards, but I'll try to leave them up a little bit just so you can kind of see what they are. Let's see, spells cost 1 less to cast, artifact spells. That's maybe for a deck for some of my decks. I've kind of thought about doing a goblin deck, but I don't really know if I will do that. Cascade, when you cast a spell, exile cards from the top of your library until you exile a non-land card that costs less. I don't know if you want to take the time to read all that. Sacrifice an artifact or creature. It deals 1 damage to any target. That's not really anything I'm too into. But I've also been kind of thinking about doing an angel deck, but I'm not really sure if I'll do that. Pirate, I didn't even know there had pirate creatures, but I don't know, I guess I guess maybe it's just because I haven't really looked for any. Oh, zombie birds, that'd go pretty good. I could use that for my zombie deck, maybe. When he enters the battlefield or dies, mill 2 cards. I mean, that kind of sucks that you have to mill 2 cards, but I know with a zombie deck, there's a lot, especially, I think there's some in the green and there's quite a few black where you can, like, retrieve creature cards or whatever, so that, I mean, I could still potentially use that. And there's a battlefield tapped, add a black. I could definitely maybe use that for one of my commanders as black. Since that pyramid enters the battlefield with 3 brick counters on it, for 2 colorless, you tap and then remove a brick counter from it and draw a card. Then if you, for 2 and you tap, you scry, so I guess it looks like you, for 2 colorless, you tap, you remove a brick counter, you draw a card, and then you scry. So for 2 colorless, so, I mean, I guess it could be potentially useful if you're getting down to where you have like 1 or 2 cards and you might want to draw a card, but I don't know if that's something I'd want to use for a deck or not. You may cast artifact spells as though they had flash. Draw a card, then each other player may draw a card. Whenever a card is drawn this way, this deals 5 damage to target opponent, chosen at random from among your opponents. That seems kind of, I mean, it's 6 mana, so it's kind of rough, but I don't know, it's potentially useful, I guess. And then this is a uncommon, so it's a Toya Bear Claw Human Warrior. For colorless, a green and a red and a green. Whenever he attacks, it gets +X until in a turn where X is the greatest power among other creatures you control. I guess that could be a potentially useful card. And then I guess this next one is a rare, a legendary creature horse. Keleth, not how I should pronounce that. Whenever a commander you control attacks, put a 1/1 counter on it. Partner, you may have 2 commanders if both have partner. So, I don't know, I don't know if I'd really if I could do anything make like a horse commander or anything like that, but, I don't know, I guess you could like see, and then, Ember Wild Captain. When he enters the battlefield, you become the monarch. Whenever an opponent attacks you while you're the monarch, this creature deals damage to that player equal to the number of cards in their hand. So I guess when he enters the battlefield, you become the monarch, so I guess pirate, yeah, I don't know, I haven't really seen too many pirates before, so I don't know if I'd actually be able to create a pirate deck, but I guess it's something I could possibly look into doing, so, but I don't know, I mean, I've got a couple decent cards, there are a couple kind of so-so cards in there, but a couple potentially useful cards, but doesn't really look like anything too much yet, so But it's can't expect, I guess, too much from the first, or can't always expect great stuff right away, I guess. But try to put the rare in the back again. And make sure. Oh, I guess I got. Looks like I got 2 rares this time, so these first 2 are going to be uncommons. Legendary creature, Dijin Monk. Flying. I can maybe put this into my flying deck whenever he enters the attack. Scry X, where X is the number of attacking creatures with flying. I don't know. I'm not really. I mean, I guess Scry's potentially good, but I'm not really a huge fan of that card or of that. But I guess I could put that in my potential part for my flying deck. Potential. Sifter Worm. Got creature trample. When he enters the battlefield, scry 3. Then reveal the top card of your library. You gain life equal to the card's converted mana cost. I mean, I've been seeing a lot of it's kind of I like the design on that card, especially with it being foiled, but I don't know, is that pronounced worm or is it worm? But I've been getting a lot of cards like this lately, so I might, or the worms or whatever you pronounce it, so that's another deck I might consider making, for whatever kind of creature, however you're going to pronounce that kind of creature. Adds an additional cost to cast a spell, sacrifice a creature, or pay 3 colors and a black, destroy target creature or planeswalker. Yeah, because for some reason I'm going to try to go through some of these as quick as possible, or just go kind of through them. It's flying as long as it's attacking. Yeah, it looks like this is going to be some pirate cards, so I might have to do some pirate decks, but I'm also kind of thinking, since I started doing a deck where it's got flying and I'm not doing decks solely based on tribes, I might try to start doing like a trample deck, but I don't know, I've got too many different ideas for decks, so I guess we'll see. Universal Solvent for 1 colorless. And then for 7 colorless, you tap and destroy any target permanent. And that's a little rough for 7 mana. It's kind of rough, I guess. Ivy Lane Citizen. Whenever another green creature enters the battlefield under control, put a 1/1 target, 1/1 counter on target creature. I don't know. Don't know if I can use that yet, so I don't have it because I don't have any elf. Elf creatures, destroy target creature. That's another maybe but I guess I don't know. Exile. Marble Diamond. When he enters the battlefield, tapped, and then he taps and adds a white. I don't know. It's a maybe for one of the decks that has white. Human Wizard. Scry 2. Oh darn, I thought that was going to be a dinosaur there for a second. Invoker's 2 colorless and 2 green. Target creature gets +5/+5 and gains trample until end of turn. Maybe if I do a trample deck I could put him in that one, but This says ring, tap, add 2 colorless. I could definitely always use that. Maybe potentially use that for my flying deck, but we'll see. And I don't know, so each player chooses a number of creatures they control with total power 4 or less, then sacrifice all other creatures they control. That's kind of a maybe, but here's a rare. Our first rare. Tap, add colorless. Tap, sacrifice. Put your commander into your hand from the command zone. It's, I mean, I don't really know what the difference between how having the commander in your hand versus being in the command zone would really be any different, but I don't know, I guess. Oh, look at that. Shoot, I was gonna say I could use this for my zombie deck, but the zombie deck I have right now is, I think, is green and black, so I wouldn't really be able to use that, but it's hexproof from artifacts, creatures, and enchantments. When he enters, let's see, he's a 3/6. When he enters the battlefield, create a tap 2/2 black zombie creature token for each creature that died this turn. And when he dies, you may pay 1 colorless. When you do, destroy all artifacts, creatures, and enchantments. Yeah, I don't know if I have to look through my cards again. I don't know how, if I can have enough zombies to create a white, blue, black zombie deck, but I don't know, it's still, I mean, still kind of a neat card. Oops, sorry, I just kind of knocked my phone, or bumped into it, so let's see, well, dang, this video is a lot longer than I was expecting it to be, so I guess I'll try to get through this fairly quickly, but gotta find the rare again. I got 2 rares again. And getting a lot of legendary creatures, but I guess this is Commander, so see, I'm trying to do, I know I just did an elemental deck. I can't remember what, I don't think red was one of the colors, but I guess I could always maybe do another one. Deals 3 damage for 8 colorless. It's kind of quite a bit of mana for 3 damage. But yeah, I'll try to go through this fairly quickly. Just because I know this thing's getting a little long now. Can't block this turn. Instant destroy target creature with flying. Destroy target artifact. Vampire wizard. I could definitely. It's only a 1/1, but could maybe use that for my vampire deck there. Or well, I guess I haven't started the vampire deck yet, but I was thinking about one. But I'll put it in there anyways. When he enters the battlefield, you gain 2 life. When he dies, draw a card. But yeah, I'll try to get through or I guess if there's something you see in here that you kind of want to see, you can always freeze frame it for a second and see what's going on. See what the abilities are. Sacrifice, search your library for a basic land card, put it into the battlefield tapped. Flying. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, put a 1/1 counter on it. And I can always use that for my flying deck. Let's see. Strength of the pack, put a 2 1/1 counters on each creature you control. Maybe looks like a dino or some type of dinosaur, so I'll maybe put that in my dino deck. And let's see, I guess these are my 2 rares, Orc Pirate and Goblin Wizard. Oh, that's kind of a neat looking card. Enters battlefield and control, gain control of target creature until end of turn. And kind of a goofy looking guy, but he's still kind of a neat looking card. He's got a partner, so you could always or if you have another card with partner, do the double or do the 2 commanders. But anyway, I'm gonna apologize. This videos seems like I always make these videos a lot longer than I expect them to be. I don't know how some of these people are, so they open these cards and stuff, and they open a bunch of, like, a whole box of cards. It's been like 10 minutes or something, or 20 minutes, but I guess some people are just quicker at going through this stuff than me. But that is what it is. That's what can all be the same, I guess. And just one rare, it looks like this time. But this cards look kind of neat looking. I don't know why I like the design. I know I tried creating a wolf, or I was thinking about creating a wolf commander deck before, but I wasn't sure if I don't think I had enough cards to actually create the wolf deck, but did I get this one? I thought I got this one in another thing, the zombie wizard. Or I guess maybe that was a vampire wizard. Or, no, I think that was a zombie wizard, but that was the zombie wizard that had this one. Was it this one? It was another zombie wizard. This one has a 4/2 and has a partner. Whenever one or more cards leave the graveyard, create a tab. I'll definitely add that to my zombie commander deck. And Dehooned Operative. Oops, don't. Let's see. A 1/1 counter on each creature you control. And Bird Scout, I could maybe possibly put them the flying commander. I've got that card already. Elf Warrior. Equipped creature has Vigilance, Trample, and Haste. I guess I could definitely maybe put that on something. I'm pretty sure I've seen this card in another deck before too. Even though it seems like it was a legendary creature, but I could be completely wrong. But I'm most positive I've seen that card in another deck before, another set before. And destroy target non-black creature if its toughness is less or equal to the number of cards in your graveyard. Well, that's kind of a neat looking card. Opal Palace. And colorless, add tap for 1. Colorless tap, add 1 mana of any color in your commander's color identity. If you spend this mana to cast your commander, enters the battlefield with a number of additional 1/1 counters on it equal to the number of times it's been cast from the command zone this game. So, it always could be potentially useful. Yeah, I'll probably look through some of these cards a little bit more when I'm done with this video and kind of see what's going on. Finally, dragon. Enters the battlefield. You may pay 2 colorless and a red. When you do, it deals 3 damage to any target. I was looking for new dragons. Equipped creature gets 2/2 and has flying and is a white angel in addition to its other colors and types. Maybe another potential, maybe. Draw 2 cards. And then this is our rare. And as a battlefield, you become the monarch. As you begin your upkeep, each opponent loses 3 life unless they discard a card. If you're the monarch instead, each opponent loses 6 life unless they discard 2 cards. So, it's another maybe. So, I don't know, I've got 2 packs left, so I haven't really pulled any like monster cards or anything yet, but I've pulled a lot of potential like deck building card or deck additional cards. So if nothing else, I guess at least I got the cards, or some cards that could potentially, or at least usable. I got a mythic this time, so and Seen a lot of legendary creatures, but well, again, this is Commander themed, command themed product, so it should be. It's kind of a neat looking card, even though I don't know if I'd ever have a human or a shaman themed deck. But here's this card, same card I had before, but this one's foiled. So let's try to go through some of these fairly quickly. Let's see if there's anything that looks decent in here. Flying. When it is battlefield, you may search your library for a basic land card, reveal it, put it in your hand, and shuffle the library. I may put that in my flying deck. He's a 3/0 and is every creature type. Yeah, I don't know if that's very useful or not, but I mean, I'm sure it probably could be. Zombie Warrior. Pretty sure, yeah, I'm almost sure I have this in one of my zombie deck already. It's because it's, I think, already been printed in another set before, but I'll add it just in case. And it's always good to have a add 1 mana of any color. Zombie Giant. Damn, too bad I don't have a. Oh, I guess I could use it. Use this for that other color, the white, blue, black commander, whatever that is. Let's try to cast a spell, exile 2 creature cards from your graveyard, so I might definitely have to think about creating a white, blue, black, or whatever zombie the card that was. And Elf Shaman. There's a lot of elf cards, it seems like, and then I believe this is my mythic. And it is a mnemonic deluge. Exile target instant or sorcery card from a graveyard. Copy that card 3 times. You may cast the copies without paying their mana cost. Exile this card. So if I put that, so if at least I got 1 mythic out of all this, so that's better than nothing. I'm not sure if it's worth anything, but I guess we'll have to see when I'm done with this. And then pack number 6. Final pack, and this video's already been almost half an hour, so that's what I get for taking up forever to do these videos. And let's see. And it just looks like I just got the 1 mythic out of this pack, so I mean, I guess that's better than nothing, but let's see. I got this legendary creature, bird, flying. Spells your opponent casts that target 1 or more commanders you control cost 3 more to cast. Maybe for my flying deck. And then there's that, and then this is why I said, was just because I pulled this card. I know someone I was talking to pulled this card, so I wasn't exactly sure what that little S meant. So it's legendary creature, shapeshifter. If he's your commander, choose a color. So I'll have to maybe look at that one too. Defender, creature, dragon egg. Defender, 1 dragon egg dies, create a 2/2 red dragon creature token with flying and red. This creature gets +1/+0 until end of turn. It's a maybe for my dragon, but I don't really know. Howling Golem. He attacks or blocks each player, draw a card. His flash and death touch. And let's see, put a 1/1 counter on a target creature control if it's a legendary. Then it fights target creature an opponent controls. 7/7 Cascade. So it's enters the battlefield, attack attached to a target pirate, human pirate, equipment, elf warrior, equipment, golem, shapeshifter, and I guess that was a rare. Cascade, you may have enter the battlefield a copy of any permanent. And then the last card I got was this legendary creature, Rabbit Wizard. It's kind of unusual. I don't think I've seen any rabbit cards before. They tap each player may draw a card, then each player drew a card this turn, gains 1 life. So it's, I don't know, I mean, so I guess looks like I got some decent cards, but I don't know if I got any, like, monster hits or anything like that, but I guess you can't always expect monster hits every time, but definitely appreciate everybody taking the time to stop by, and hopefully I'll see you next time.